Hi, and welcome back. This is Rob Thomas, your Everything Microsoft Enterprise Cloud Architect. And today we're going to jump into building an actual agent, right? So we covered what is Copilot Studio. Now we're going to walk into step by step on how to build an actual agent. Now, let me ask you this. How much time is your team spending every single day answering the exact same 5 questions? Customer support is vital, but that's repetitive work. It's a giant time killer. What if you can clone your most knowledgeable customer service expert, ground them only in website content, and have them work 24/7? Now, again, today I'm going to show you how to do this in minutes using Microsoft Copilot Studio. We're going to build an AI agent, deploy it to a live website, and prove it works instantly. Now, before we jump in, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, and that's going to be Enterprise Software Solution, and that is the software dudes. For any of your Microsoft Azure, Copilot, Power BI, Microsoft Dynamics, Microsoft 365 needs, and if your Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft Windows Server needs, I highly recommend reaching out to these guys. You can see these are their existing customers. This is a small set of their customers. I'm a customer, I'm a partner, I use them. These guys are great. You just give them a call, or you could click to schedule a meeting with the team, and they will work with you to answer any questions, help you. Really great for startups and medium-sized companies. It's really hard to have some type of Microsoft person team engaging, and these guys really help get you there. So, all right, so let's jump into this, right? So now the first step is defining our new employee. So we need to navigate the agent menu and click the new agent. But before we can do that, I showed you previously, I'm going to show you again how to define the Copilot Studio. So as always with Copilot, one of the things you're going to want to do is basically go to copilotstudio.microsoft.com, right? So if you go there and go back, it's going to take you here. You're going to be able to get in, right? But the other, again, I'm going to show you again, the other way to get there is you're going to have to click on Power Apps, right? So if you click on Power Apps, you get the Power Apps home. You go here, click at the bottom, and then click that, and then it will take you to Copilot. Right, so that's the other way to do it. If you're coming in, you're coming in here and you're trying to find it. You can also click here to create agent. Again, I recommend don't do this. This is more of an advanced technique. You're doing it like really, really fast, and you're using an interface to do that. So recommend don't do that. Actually, come into the interface and then start the process of creating an agent. All right, so now we need to let's navigate to an agent. So we're coming here. We're in the home page. And we're going to go to agents right here, and we're going to create a new agent. So let's create a new agent. And let's give this agent a name. I'm going to call mine, I think Automation Advisor. And we'll need to define its role with the detailed instructions. So we'll tell the AI agent, you are an expert in business automation and Microsoft solutions. Your job is to provide helpful information and recommendation. So this sets the boundaries of its behavior. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab that and then put that in the instructions section. And then let's see here. I think this is pretty cool. I'm going to say this automation advisor I'll say you are an automation advisor, and I don't actually have a description. So I'm going to say automation advisor on business information and Microsoft solutions, right? So I'm going to just grab that, right, and just put it there, right? It's a description, but this is the most important part. All right, now let's go to knowledge. Now, for the crucial part, we're going to go to knowledge. We're going to inject the knowledge, and this is how we ground the AI. I'm going to go to, I'm going to click knowledge right here, and I'm going to go to public website, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. I'm going to try it with this. I got some other websites. I want to try something new. Yeah, here. I'll click add. That looks good. In previous times, just let you know, Microsoft is one of the first AI Copilot was the first, one of the first AIs that really hit the market right first. So been out a while. So this thing is constantly changing, right? So a lot of iteration. There used to be a little button here to confirm, but it's not here anymore. They don't do that, and then you'll just have to authenticate another way. But anyway, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to click copy paste it here, and I'm going to click add agent, right? So voila, that worked. Now this is the AI's entire memory. So when a customer asks a question, the agent will only pull answers from the content on this website. It can't make up information, which is key for accuracy, right? So the knowledge is I pointed here. I can also take it another step forward and upload a file. So I can say, hey, I want to, or you're going to point at a file that's on SharePoint, a link, or I want to upload a file, and then it'll go to the website. Let me go leave, and then it'll do that. Okay, so we did that, and let me go to the settings section. So this looks good. Everything looks good, right? And now we're going to actually let me click create. Yeah, I can't get the settings unless I can create. Let's create it. Voila. Give it a second. All right. This is what I'm trying to get to. Let's just give it a second. Let's do its thing. Okay, everything looks good. All right. Now that the agent has a brain and a memory, the website, we need to give it some power. Generative AI. So we're going to go to settings, and then we're going to, that's taking a while, but we're going to go to settings, and it already presets you on generative AI. In time past, it was like another selection. So you had to actually select it, but you don't have to do it now, which is good. Now it already pre-selects it. Yes. So this is the classic orientation. Your agent is being provisioned. All right, this is great. Now there's this new feature. So deep reasoning preview. So you can see here. So because I'm paying for a higher license, I can actually turn this on for deep reasoning, and I can change the AI model. So when you click on it, this is kind of just self-explanatory. You're gonna be like, oh wow, this is cool. If I wanted to do Claude, and a lot of us have done a lot of Claude AI tools, you could, enable this and then connect Claude and use Claude. ChatGPT 5 is freaking awesome, right? So don't use this anymore. This is outdated. So there's a feature in here that will just basically say like, hey, like turn off. It'll say like, you could turn on, you're not supposed to use like older model. This one's a little quicker, it'll respond and so forth, but I'm gonna be a little bold. I'm gonna move it to 5. Again, it says experimental. Reasoning is also experimental. So 5 auto, which is switching between both, and then reasoning side. So it's a maximum depth and accuracy for more demanding tasks. So if I'm giving it more demanding tasks, so these aren't really this one, but these two, not really, for the task is not demanding that I'm giving here. All right, so I'm going to do that. And then this is some new stuff like response formatting. We're skipping these items. All right, so now that I have that, this makes the agent smart enough to combine different pieces of information instead of just repeating keywords. Now, time for the moment of the truth, a live test. So let's test our agent out. And before I do that, let me just hit save. All right. So my agent is saved. And if you're going to get out of this, you're going to need to click this X, and then you're going to come out. And this is what I was saying. For a moment of the truth, we want to ask it questions, right? So I'm going to say, what services? So let me type this. What services does ESS, Enterprise Software Solutions, grab that. Let me go back. Software Solutions offer for Power Automate. And let's see what happens. Moment of truth, right? So let's click it and let's give it a command. And you could do this with any website. So you want to play around with this concept, right? So now, this is perfect. It went to the website. It looked at what solutions, and it just gave us some insight. That was awesome. Would you like to also include Power Automate? All right. Wow, that's cool. Right now, the AI found the answers immediately, but can it solve the problem? So let's ask it to create something new. I want to ask it, create a checklist of implementing a new workflow in a small business. That's a bit of a stretch. So let's give it that. Yeah. I'm going to hit enter. Create a checklist of implementing workflow. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. Well done. Define objectives, map current process. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I like that. Good job. So now, all right. Our agent is knowledgeable and creative. And look at the activity map here. I mean, it confirms that the AI leveraged the knowledge provided by enterprise software solution, right, to generate the response. And the test looks great. I really like that. Okay, one thing, now we're ready to deploy. So since this is going to be a public website, we need to quickly check the security settings. We're going to go to settings, security, and authenticate. So let's go to, let's go to settings, security, and then authentication. Now, one thing I'm doing this authentication, I'm going to say no authentication because this is a whole nother process of you and intra ID authentications, all that other stuff. So now I'm going to say no authentication. I'm going to hit save, and hit save, and then boom. All right. Now I'm going to go to channels. We're going to get out of this. We're going to go to channels. So when we're done, we're going to click X right here. I'm going to go back to channels right here. And channels, we're going to publish this agent to multiple places. So including teams. But for this demo, we'll choose a website and click publish because we don't have time. But if I did, I would have published it to SharePoint, Teams, and so forth. But here we're just going to do a demo website, right? And I'm going to click, hold on. I'm going to click save. All right. And then I'm exit out of that, and then I'm going to click publish. All right, so now I'm going to publish this agent. All right. And we're almost at the last stage, so just give it a second. And basically what's going to happen is it's going to create this. I'm going to go back to the published site. And all right, great, good job. So I published it, and then you can see my channel. All right, that looks good. And if I click here, I'm going to grab that site right there, and then I'm just going to put it in here. All right. All right, and then I can see here, Automation Advisor. All right, so that's perfect. So it worked perfectly. You know, we have successfully created and published our own secure knowledge AI agent using Microsoft Copilot Studio in minutes, right? And then I could test it with the same concept of, I did this on another one, but what I want to do is I want to go back. Can I find my old prompt? Probably not. I'll have to do it all over again. That's okay. I'm going to say, what services does ESS offer? So I'm going to put that same question. What services does ESS offer? Let's try that. Let's see. Right. Whoops. I put it here. Is it going to do the same thing? No, that's perfect. Right. Now let's do it here. What services does ESF offer? Right there. Let's see. Wow, this is really cool. Automation Advisor. We created this really, really cool, great, voila, just gave us the same. It's exactly what we're looking for. So we'll see on the website, listed out all the offers. Oh, I love it. It's perfect. So, all right. So in just minutes, you took your company existing website content and turned it into a smart 24/7 customer service agent. I mean, this is how you reduce your support costs and increase customer satisfaction simultaneously. Now, it's your turn. Go to Microsoft Studio today and plug in your own company website. So follow the steps that I did, right? So you're going to go to copilotstudio.com, right? And you're going to create the same thing, and you're going to plug in your own website and tell me what is the single most common question your business gets asked that you want your new AI agent to answer. Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, give it a like and a subscribe for more of our Copilot Studio tutorials. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.